Yo, hey guys, Ken Perriman here, and I am back again with another product. I do see quite a few of these, but this guy is pretty nice. Let me show it to you here. It is this guy. It's the 4K dash cam. It is the Bar T1 4K 3 channel HDR. Has a 128 gigabyte card that's included with the device. It has a 3.16-inch screen on the back you can't see yet. We'll talk about it here in a second. 4K video. GPS tracking, G-sensor, 5G Wi-Fi, full color night vision. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to check that out. Loop recording. The front angle, along with the parking sensor, the front angle has a 170-degree view. I have something that's already in my Jeep that I'm using, and I'm going to swap over this guy and put this guy into play because there's some certain things I want to check out, and I want to keep the use of my mirror. I have one of those mirror cover guys, but I'm going to switch over to this. But first, before I get too far into this, I'm going to let you know about that. Hashtag sponsor. All that means is that the company has sent this product to me so I can show you guys all about it. Let me show you all about it. It comes in a pretty good package. The nice thing about it, and let me clarify a few things. That's a thick, stout box. Is that the camera is going to be 4K 1080p, which means that the 4K is going to be the front-facing camera, right, where you need it the most, where you need to be able to see a license plate. And then the rear-facing camera that faces back towards you is going to be 1080p. And then, of course, your rear camera is going to be also 1080p. Check it out. You get this cool little peel-off that walks you through a couple important steps. You also have, you inadvertently almost tried to power it on. You have this cool little caution. Rotation is not possible after you stick this on. Okay. I see you can pull this out. There's probably a way to pull this out, but I'm not going to yet. And then you can unscrew this right there. So after you've locked it, it doesn't rotate. You have this little ball and you think it'll rotate. It does not rotate. It does tilt, but it doesn't rotate. Once you've locked this down, all you're doing when you lock this ring down even tighter is you're locking it down so that it's harder to move into position or out of position. Wow, what is that? There's something right there. So there's something right there. I think that's might be the SD card. I think it is. You have your rear camera plug-in, your USB-C connection to power, your SD card, of course, and then the front of your camera, and then the rear, which you can tilt based on the position that's in the car so that you can get good position. You have so that you're rear facing. A prime example, like if you're doing Uber and stuff like that, or you have a business where you want to keep track of what's going on inside the vehicle while maybe something may have happened. You have a power button, a menu button, arrows, and OK. We got to remove a bunch of stuff before we install this. Here is your rear camera that you can put right up on the glass. This is pretty nice. And then, of course, once you put it on the glass, you can rotate it. If you have, maybe you need an angle down a little bit more. I have a pretty tall Jeep, so I might need to angle it down so I can see the road a little bit better. We're going to continue on. Really cool is you can scan this QR code and it'll get you into videos if you'd like on how to install this. There are other cards in here that you'll go through in the box. Let's go ahead and flip those over. Talk about the quick start guide right over here. Walks you through what you need to do to get your quick start going. There is one more bar. User manual. That's a big user manual. Okay. Then in here, this is going to be all your cables. This is what you're going to run from the front of your car to the rear of your car. Yeah, there's a lot of cable in here. As it mentioned previously, smile, you're on camera. So if you want to go ahead and throw that sticker out there somewhere in your window or somewhere on the outside of your car, just to let people know if they're messing around with your car, you're on camera. Now, you can also do the parked car protection where it stays on in very minimal mode, but once it detects motion or movement, it'll automatically turn on and start to record. If it has constant power. In most cars nowadays, this is going to be powered by the cigarette light plug-in. This will lose power as soon as you open your door. Some cars, when you turn off the car or after you've opened the doors, it'll kill the power to all the accessories, this included, which means your camera won't have any power at all. So just keep that in mind that you'll have to figure out or route or wire this into a different position within the vehicle that will give you more power. All right, so the nice thing about this is with everything that's included in the box. You can see all the stuff here. Nice little pry tool to get in and pry open your headliner in certain areas. You get these little clips that you can use to manage your wires. You get extra stickies pads. So if you decided you love the camera so much, but you sell the car, you rip it off, put it on new sets of pads on your new car. So you don't have to have the rear camera. It is awesome that you have this option. We'll go ahead and give it a shot with a back camera shooting through my glass. But just so you know, you have the option of not actually having this. You can just plug this in and wire this up and you're good to go. But we're going to go ahead and test it out with the rear camera. All kinds of, yeah, this is pretty cool. So again, extra little clips to manage your wires, extra stickies, your 128 gig SD card. They also give you the micro to full SD card converter. This, we're going to go ahead and stick in the slot over here. And you got to make sure you get it in right, guys. Sometimes it won't fit just properly. And you'll know it's in when it clicks into place. And there it is. Just slightly sticking out. Give this a shot in the car. So there's nothing more to do for you guys other than we got to go run the cables and get everything set up, and alcohol pads even. I saw those, but didn't even mention that we'll set this up. We'll walk it through real quick and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys? Cool. All right, guys, check it out. English. Okay. New York. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to set the date and stuff like that, but that's fine. I like how the arrows change. We're formatting the SD card.
Format successful. Please connect
Sweet.
the app update time.
All right. Oh, look at that. There's a corner of the rear view of me behind the mirror. We can tilt this down just a smidge. It is currently recording. That's actually pretty good. And then the front view is looking really good, guys. Really good. Kind of impressed with it. So we got this camera. Oh, and then we do, let's see, is there, okay. Oh, just took a picture. Oops.
Emergency video.
No.
It's locked.
Okay. Okay, there's different modes. Oh, I just turned the power off. That's the lock it. Okay, and that's the switch between the two sets of cameras. So currently I'm using it without the rear camera. That is just this camera right here. And then of course, both combined together. And then the full front. So, okay, let's go for a drive. The very beginning, hopefully. All right, check that out. Now what's really cool is down over here, it's showing the GPS and my position. Of course, I'm sitting still, so it's still trying to acquire my position before I start to actually drive. And you'll see here in a few seconds as I back out, it'll start to acquire my position and lock in, and then of course there I am moving through the parking lot. Okay, that is pretty darn cool. I think also while it's doing that is you can look over here and you can see me at the very beginning. I'm backing up, I'm watching, you know, another person leave, and then I should be leaving as well. And you can see the full cabin of me inside the cabin. That is pretty cool. Let me also expand that. Oh wow, look at that. So I'm watching where I'm going. You can see me completely in the cabin, left to right, paid attention. So this is where it actually, and it says cabin in there, of how I'm functioning basically as everything is going, right? So it's like, hey, I can see that, you know, if you happen to have a business and you're watching the people driving, you're like, hey, are they paying attention to the road? Are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? And that's pretty darn. Yo, so all right, so there it is right there. You can see this is the quick shot of the interior camera. Now what's really cool, let me see if I can point to it on the screen. There you go. 6.3 pitch angle. That's actually pretty accurate built into the device because I am backed up into my driveway, so I am pointed down, nose down, about 6 degrees. Over here, which is really cool, is built in, it has a GPS device in there. So it's built into the actual module itself. There's no added extra module, which is really cool. And then over here is basically my, oh yeah, above sea level and my direction. And this will also tell you my acceleration, which is, I don't know, it's interesting. So I think that's really cool. I want to see what we have for videos. I see video here. So maybe, oh, I know what I need to do, I think. I don't know, do I? Oh, okay. So you can't use the buttons as they say, as I tried to push it to check in there. Oh, playback. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay, wow. So I am going to go ahead and start to download some videos. So let's go ahead and do that. So guys, I hope that was helpful for you. I do appreciate your time. And I'm out.